Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Arts. I'm here with the UPL Season 2, Week 3? Week 3, actually yes, it's Week 3. Battle, where I'm facing TheHonch, and he's not TheHonch, don't know why. Bam, here's his team, but this is a Bronze Zone. Boop, 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 boop. Bunch of frets here, and a bunch of frets. Flex Tape is here to wall some stuff and do good. iDrones is here to wall some stuff and do good and get spikes. Thick is here to focus punch a Scar when it goes for roost and just kill it. And, you know, high jump kick fake out and destroy his team. Assault Vest hard body because I need to switch into special attacks. And Future Sight because Future Sight is cool. Choice Specs beat down because we're just switching. I don't see it. I don't rightly see it. And then aim to get up rocks, and I have the hazard stacking core. He does have Starmie, which is a bit of a problem, and Scar. But if I can get rid of them, then we're good. So also anti counter, everything, special attack counter besides Shaman. Shaman counter again? I don't have a Shaman counter. That's just the thing. And that Jones is a god. Beedrill counter, rocking up for Beedrill. Anyways, I'm gonna lay out with my Mega Low Plane because Starmie, Beedrill, Shaman, Entei, Electros, Bronze Zone. I'm like just going super fast today. I'm gonna lay off with Mega Low Plane and just fake out to get some damage off, or maybe I'll high jump kick. Who knows? He leads out with his Entei as I lead out with as I lead out with my low plane. I'm like, cool, I can just fake out this thing and get some nice chip off on it. But he ends up actually switching out to his Bronze Zone. And from this damage, as you can see, I'm gonna Mega Evolve. Let me get water. There we go. From that damage, I can see that he's like max HP and he's Spadef. So I'm like, cool, I can just switch out to my Rotom because it eats up every hit. And I'm a little scared of an HP fire. So that's what I'm gonna do. He goes for Trick Room, and I'm like, okay, so Trick Room really leads me to believe that he's physical with like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. Why did that come out? Gyro Ball is what I meant to say. So he's probably Gyro Ball and then maybe Earthquake, I would assume, or something. Zen Headbutt, I guess, something like that. But what I can do is I can just overheat with Flex Tape because he's gonna be Levitate, and overheat might kill this thing since he's not Spadef. So that's what I'm gonna do as he actually ends up switching and he goes out to his Entei, and I'm like, cool, I can just overheat this thing, get a little bit of chip off. You know, decent damage. Now I can't, let me actually calc that. I didn't calc this damage, which is stupid of me. I really should have, but let me just see let me just see this damage. Okay, so he was Assault Vest. Really? He was Assault Vest. Huh. I wish I had calced that in the game, because he looks to be Assault Vest. God damn it, I really wish I would count that in the game. Well, anyways, I'm Trick Room. He set up the Trick Room, and I should be slower than this thing unless he's min speed, and there's no way you run min speed Entei. That's just, no. You don't do that. You outspeed freaking stuff. You outspeed stuff, yeah, that's good sentence. Good sentence. Anyways, I can just Volt on this thing, get a little bit chip off as I do 11%, which is nice, and I can go out to the boy, aim the Rhydon, aiming for the horn. So he's going to end up busting out the Stone Edge, and he's going to do absolutely nothing to aim. And I could just get up my rocks, because he's probably going to go out to Bronze Zone or Shaman or Starmie. So I can just get up my rocks as he goes out to his Bronze Zone. And I'm like, cool, I can't touch this thing, but he might not be able to touch me. So I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to switch out to my Rotom, my Rotom Heat, and I can bust out another Overheat. So that's what I'm gonna do. He ends up busting out the Stealth Rock, which is cool. And now I'm gonna go for an overheat and try to get some nice damage off on this thing. But he ends up switching out again, and he goes out to his Entei again, and he takes rocks. I'm like, cool. If I hit this overheat, that'd be cool because I put in range of stuff. That'd be too nice. That'd be too nice to hit that. It might have, actually no, let me check the, yeah, it actually wasn't a roll. It could never knock him in range of that, so it's not a big deal, honestly. If there was a time to miss overheat at like crucial enough to be important but not crucial enough to cause the game in the season, I guess it'd be here. So what I can do is I can just go out to my freaking aim, the Rhydon, as he's probably gonna go for Sacred Fire and it's gonna do absolutely nothing. But he actually ends up busting out the Stone Edge again. I'm like, cool, I can just roar on him because he's gonna go out the Bronze Zone, and if I can roar him back out the Entei, Entei's dead on rocks unless he gets the spin off. So I am gonna roar as he does go out to his Bronzong. And I'm like, dude, get Entei or Beedrill, Entei or Beedrill, Entei or Okay, cool. This is actually the worst possible thing that could come out because I have no switch into this thing. If it was Starmie, perfect. I have hard buy in the back. I can go out to it, and then he doesn't have a switch in the hard buy. He just doesn't. Maybe Electros, but he doesn't. All right. But actually, I might have stayed in just to get off an EQ because he's probably gonna go for Rap Spin. But I get out the Shaman, and I have no switch in the Shaman. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go cure him. Because Kyurem can eat up a hit and then do like work. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out to beatdown. As he has leftover something, he's more defensive. And he goes for Sea Flare and it does like 21%, which is like damage. And I'm like, cool, I can throw off an Ice Beam. He shouldn't be fast. He looks to be defensive from that damage, so he shouldn't be faster than me. So I'm just gonna bust down an Ice Beam as he does end up switching out to his Bronzong. I was like, oh, if I could Earth Powered, that would have been cool, but you know what, that's fine. I can just bust out the Ice Beam, do a little bit of shit. Now, and right here I was like, I want Ice Beam again, but you know what, I'm not gonna risk this. I'm just gonna go out to Fortress because at this point I'm like, okay, he has to be physical. There's no way he's special, like from what, and he does go for the Gyro Ball. Anyways, he would have gone for Flash Scan there if he was special. He goes for Gyro Ball, takes Rocky Helmet, and he's Life Orb. And now I get to get the spin-off for absolutely free. Got these free-ass rocks as he goes out to his good noodle, and I get a crit, which doesn't really matter, because now I can go out to Hard Body, baby! And do some damage. And he ends up just going for the Scald, and it does just nothing. And he doesn't even get the burn, which is awesome. So now I can just Shadow Ball, and, you know, do damage. I wanted to go for Future Sight, but I was like, if he Rapid Spins, then I really want to get the Shadow Ball off. So I am going to go for Shadow Ball. He ends up going out to his Electros, and I'm like, cool, I can just go out to Roam Heat. Because Roam Heat beats this thing like every day of the week. If he goes for a Volt Switch, that's cool. If he goes because he takes rocks damage. If he goes a Drain Punch, that's cool because I eat up and I can get Will Wisp off this turn. And he doesn't really have a good switch in the Flex Tape, so he's more than likely just going to stay in. As he does stay in, I get this burn off, which is great. And he's just gonna bust out the knockoff, and I'm like, ooh, look at Flex Tape eating it up. And now I can just go for Overheat because I need to weaken this thing because this is only since this is only thing for this is only defensive thing for Reuniclus. I can just go for Overheat, do a bunch of damage, and what I'll be able to do, he's gonna Volt Switch on me. You know, that's completely fine. And he goes out to his Beedrill, and I'm like, cool, guess who I got? Just take a gander. Take a freaking guess at who I got in the back. It's your boy. It's your boy. If it goes for knockoff, I really don't care because I get that Rocky Helmet chip, and he's going to U-turn, and I can Volt Switch, so that's cool. He goes Poison Nip, does absolutely nothing. I'm like, cool, I can Volt on this thing because even if he stays in, I can then go out to Low Plenty and Fake Out. So he goes for U-turn, does actually a lot. Maybe Beedrill's a threat, but he takes Rocky Helmet, and now I'm going to be able to Volt on what I assume to be his Electros. Yes, it is. And what I'm gonna be able to do is I'm just gonna, I'm gonna Volt. I'm just gonna go out to the threat. You know, the thing, Megalopo, round 2 pick. Give it up for the round 2 pick. How is this a round 2 pick? I don't get it. I did have a franchise, but still, I don't know how this thing was a round 2 pick. I'm just gonna be able to return because he has no switch into it unless Shaman's max defense. But even that can't take 2 high jump kicks, or maybe it can. Who knows? Anyways, he goes out to this thing, and what I can do now is I can just, I think, go out to Beatdown, I want to say? Yeah, go out to Beatdown because I should live Dazzling Gleam. And he's more than likely just going to go for Sea Flare. As he does, he hits another, which is cool with me. He gets a Death Drop, and I'm like, don't on speed, just so I can get this Ice Beam off, please. Please, pretty please. He ends up switching now, which is just great because I get to go for Ice Beam, and now Ben 10's going down to this Ice Beam. Young. Blah, 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 blah. Ice Beam kills Big Ben, which is great. Was I calling that thing Ben 10? Probably. Anyways, he's gonna go out to his Entei, and he might live Ice Beam, but because he's Assault Vest and I didn't calculate at the time, which I really should have because it was doing an unusually small amount to Entei with Rotom Heat, because Rotom Heat is pretty powerful. Like, this was the defensive calc, right? Without any, yeah. So I really should have been paying attention to that. But he goes out to Entei, and I'm like, cool. I don't know if he knows that you have to be adamant, so I'm not gonna risk that. I'm just gonna go out to my Rhydon because beatdown is still, you know, a decently sized threat and is a good sack for. It's actually my way to kill Shaman at this point. It's my easy way to kill Shaman. So he goes for Sacred Fire and aim comes out, aim gets crit, but doesn't get burnt, which is the more important thing. And what I'm going to be able to do here is go for Roar because I wasn't expecting him to stay in, but he does end up staying in. He goes for Iron Head, and I'm like, I really wish I killed you because if he gets Starmie, he can kill me. But he goes in to make me drone. I'm like, cool, I can just Earthquake on this thing as he's probably going to go for U-turn. As he does go for U-turn, does a little bit of damage. But whatever he goes out to, I'm going to be able to get a little bit of damage. He goes at Starmie. This is going to do a lot of damage, actually. Let's see. Bam. That did way too much. I'm just going to Earthquake again. If he kills me with Scald, I do not care. Goes for Scald. Cool. I get to go out to Shaman. I get to get a kill. It might seem weird, but I'm going to go for Fake Out here because I was a little bit scared of Scarf Starmie. So I'm just going to go for Fake Out. You know, Fick's going to get that kill. Get the crit on the Fake Out. Doesn't matter at all. But now he's going to go out to his Shebe and what? No, he goes out to his Mega Beedrill actually. And I'm like, cool. I know Fick eats up the hit, but I'm just going to go out to my Fortress. As he ends up doubling, I'm like, why would you double from a Beedrill that dies to rocks? I'm wondering about that. And I'm like, cool. I'm just going to Gyro Ball and really weaken this thing because I don't want anything coming in and taking a hit. So I'm just going to Gyro Ball. As he ends up busting out the leech, and I'm like, okay, this thing has to be defensive. And judging by the damage, he looks to be speedy, but not speed enough to outspeed Kyurem. And it looks HP invested like a bunch. So he goes for Sea Flare. I'm just going to be able to go for Gyro Ball again. He gets all the Spadef drops, which is wild. But I get some nice chip off, and he's just going to, let me switch this to normal. And he's going to go for Sea Flare again, and it's not going to kill me, which is nice. He doesn't get the Spadef drop, but I'm going to be able to go for Gyro Ball. And after I die to Leech Seed, I'm going to be able to go out to Big Daddy Shofu, the Beatdown. So Beatdown comes out, and I'm like, the reason I went out to this over Roam Heat is, wait, if I was going to burp, basically, I didn't think this thing outsped me, and even if it did, I didn't want Roam Heat missing Overheat, and this thing can 1v1 my team if it does outspeed Kyurem, but I can weaken it in range of Mega Lopunny, so yeah, I'm just going to go for Ice Beam. If he outspeeds me, I sack a differential point, whatever. I don't want risk Overheats right now, so I'm just going to go for Ice Beam. He doesn't outspeed, and I get to kill him, which is awesome. And now he's going to go out to his Beedrill, die to rocks, and he's going to go out to his Entei, die to rocks. So, jeez, why am I burping so much? Anyways, good game to TheHonch, and rocks are the king. Rocks are, hazards are amazing. I just love hazards. Anyways, with that, I'm going to get up out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!